Nice. All right, everyone. Chill. Cool party. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Winter has come at last.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this fantastic channel, Faccis Cinema. And on today's video, I guess you can call these top moments. They were really hard to come by, but continuing my Batman top moments series, I'm going to dive into top moments from Batman and Robin. And believe me, this is going to be tough. So let's give it a shot. Here we go. Batman and Robin is the follow-up to Batman Forever, and it came out in 1997. This one starred George Clooney this time as the Caped Crusader. As Batman, we had Chris O'Donnell reprising his role as Robin. We also had Uma Thurman in this movie as Poison Ivy. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. We had the same Alfred J. Pennyworth throughout this entire first four movie run. Same Commissioner Gordon as well. So there's some familiar faces throughout this and also some new faces involved here. Top moments, very hard to come by. This is definitely the lowest this franchise has gotten. Obviously, we had to replace Batman yet again because Val Kilmer did not like putting on the suit. Getting in and out of it, it was a pain in the ass, he said. So they brought on George Clooney, Mr. Pretty Boy, who does look like a good Bruce Wayne, but Batman, on the other hand, not seeing the correlation there at all. But I guess if we're going to do top moments, we got to talk some things positive. So my number one top positive moment would have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. Yes, he was super corny. Let's put him on ice. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. It was totally corny after corny line that he put out. However, the story of the character I actually enjoyed. He was doing this, obviously he was a villain, but he was trying to do all of this to save his wife, who was currently frozen with some kind of medical condition that he was trying to find a cure for. So he was just trying to get all the resources and the money and whatnot to fix and make his wife better again. So yes, he was a bad guy, but he was doing what he was doing for the right reasons. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is just Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was fun to see him play this kind of role, this straight up comic book, over the top role. I thought Arnold Schwarzenegger did a great job for what he was asked to do. So it had to start off my moments with Mr. Freeze and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, like I said, this one's tough. This one's really tough. I don't really... Top moments, really just the fact that this movie had a big marketing ploy. So it was pretty much just there to sell some toys. And obviously, growing up, I was 9 years old when this came out. So I definitely had these toys, 100%. It was just a cool thing to do. You had Mr. Freeze action figures. You had the Batman and Robin action figures. You might have even had the Poison Ivy. So growing up, definitely had a lot of nostalgia for me. So not that it was in this film, but a top moment would be just the nostalgic effect that this movie had on me growing up. Obviously, it was my childhood. I watched it over and over again. I didn't see the problems with it. Growing up, you see that it does not age well. The comedy is really, really bad. This one looks like it's kind of like a made-for-TV Power Rangers movie or something like that, and then they just threw it on TV and put it into a movie and sent it to theaters. So I guess my top moment would be just the nostalgia effect of this movie in general. I know I'm supposed to be talking positive about this movie, but I really just can't. There's really not too much to say. It's very, like, the Uma Thurman Poison Ivy character I thought was handled terribly. This is what I was leading up to throughout this whole time so far, about female characters being fantastic. This one ruins it. Uma Thurman I thought she was terrible. I thought her performance was bad. It seemed like she phoned this puppy in. Everybody in this movie was like too over dramatic for their own good. It was kind of had like a soap opera feel, in my opinion, that worked against this movie. And I know it's supposed to be top, but that's all I got. I really have no other top moments for this movie. I really don't enjoy this movie. I did not want to watch this movie, but I had to do it because I wanted to be a completist and finish these moments. And I got a ranking coming up, so I had to know exactly where I'm going to place this movie in this film, in this franchise. So yeah. Top character for me, I gotta go with Mr. Freeze and Arnold Schwarzenegger again, just because of the enjoyment I get from seeing him on screen in that ridiculous over-the-top suit, freezing everything with the worst CG or graphics or whatever possible. But I know it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I love that dude, so I had to have him as my top character, and I liked his story throughout the film. Another thing I had to say, what the hell was up with Bane, dude? What was that? Like the Bane we get in The Dark Knight Rises, and then this Bane was that? Yes, I know it's like the one from the comics and whatnot, and there's toys. But what is that? Then they pull his plug and he shrinks down to a skinny ass dude. I wasn't feeling that at all. Just had to throw that out there. Yeah. Ugh. But if I had to give this a rating, oh my God. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5. This movie was awful. The 1 just comes from nostalgia and Mr. Freeze alone. Sorry, I did not like this movie at all. If you like it, that's cool. That's awesome that somebody gets enjoyment out of it, but I don't. So 1 out of 5-star bad rating. Come on, guys. That's all I got. I got no more to say about this movie. Because next, I get to jump into the Nolan trilogy, which is 100% badass. And there's not a bad movie in the bunch, so I can't wait to dive into that. Christian Bale. Yes, his voice is hard to hear, but who gives a shit? It's awesome stuff. Definitely make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Definitely check out the rest of my content. I'll leave a card above my head somewhere for you to check out the rest of my Batman top moments. And coming up, I'm going to be bringing on Braden Timmons, and we're going to rank the Batman standalone movies, also including Batman vs. Superman. Can't wait to do that. So I will see you guys in the next one. And I ain't saving Gotham because I ain't taking claim to this Batman. So have a Gotham day, baby.